Hey guys, this is Nicolas Serious here. On my third day playing Orwell, Ignorance and Strength, it happens to be day 2. Turns out the nation just quote-unquote assassinated Oleg. After all of our investigation, complete political shitstorm I'm sure is going to ensue. But I've been having fun with this, excuse me, and it's just been a roller coaster ride. With that being said, let's start. I think this is it, yeah. Alright. So I've been working on kind of like allowing myself maybe an hour. Which sometimes it's hard for me because my actual day job is more freelancing more than anything, so a lot of things I do is based on call. So, but this is fun, extremely fun. Like, I've been waiting to do. I played the first Orwell, and I was just blown away by like how invested I was in, like, okay, the choice is mine. And there's a lot of games out there that goes, okay, the choice is kind of yours, but it gives you the illusion of choice. Not really. So I'm definitely enjoying this game that kind of goes, okay, well, I can kind of choose which piece of information. And obviously the first day was just kind of like, okay, well, everything is going to be useful, but as time progresses, some information is going to be misleading, some information is just going to be straight up wrong. I think I need to actually progress to the next day. Is like kind of way, like, I did this yesterday, so I don't know really what's next. And I don't know what I have left. Now I think about it, I don't even know how to progress. Okay. Sure, you want to finish your work for today. All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Hold on. Yep, I ate them all. So, yes, log out. So, based on the data you have submitted, we have learned the following. The missing agent, our agent Oleg, has gone missing. The online newspaper, The National Beholder, has received a recording of a telephone call between him and Raban right before his vanishing. The office decided to intervene, being us, and look for Oleg with the aid of Orwell, which is the program that we're using to, quote-unquote, spy on people. Intervention. After having located Oleg, we sent an intervention team to retrieve him. He was located in the ruins of the Prava Secondary School. Raban released a photo of our intervention team's actions taken through surveillance cameras on the People's Voice and blaming the nation of the eliminating of a Parganese officer. Now, I realize the wording you probably won't be able to see because it's behind my head, but well, behind my head according to you guys. But like, the last part is called the trap, and I read the majority of that, and that's definitely like the whole thing. The whole global thing is apparently what is being released and watered down. Looks like we've frozen Raban's income accounts. His school got attacked by the military, leaving him unable to walk. He immigrated to the nation with his brother. He's responsible for a lot of the riots and protests in the past when it comes to the relationship between the nation and Prova. The last person, he's also okay. I am just trying to wrap my head. Oh, okay. There is no more, but you know. And technically, that's something I should have done the last video, so I'm gonna do that more often. Episode 2, and I kind of missed the word. So, welcome back, Agent. We have a little bit of a cleanup to do today, haven't we? There's no we in this. I didn't shoot nobody. There's massive fallout due to our little. Why keep saying our intervention? The National Beholder is met with public distrust, and by extension, so is the government. Our unorthodox approach to solve the situation has been met with scrutiny. It has sparked hateful discourse between citizens of Pargis and the nation. President Kraskart has urged Prime Minister Blaine to clarify the circumstances of what exactly happened. Blaine is planning to travel to whatever, tomorrow. We'll leave politics to them instead. Let's make sure our favorite journalist Raban doesn't interfere. Let's see what he's up to. The article that was written yesterday, the draft is no longer there. So where's that administration log? That son of a bitch. Alright, so cash is something that can be useful. It's not useful for most people, but for people who need to like look back on things or just random information about what has already happened on the computer, the cache is usually the best location to find that kind of information. If that information is cleared, then it just changes a lot of things. It makes things difficult, I guess is a better word. Alright, so headlines. Let's see what we got here. Connection between Boston bombing evident. Attacks against Steeligan University in Bonton and Freedom Plaza are connected, experts conclude. Because of the stanzas, obviously. This is the conclusion of the police division. Both saw similar explosion device created with pure malevolence. So it's a conclusion, but there's no good reason to believe this. So the university is closed down. People paying their respects, okay? Understandable timeline. Okay, so that one's just saying how there's a merger between Timeline and a software giant by the name of Rosen Technologies. Not really important. Heavy rainstorm expected. Not really important either. Come on, news. Is that all you got for me today? Oh, this is the bread and butter. The silence of the government's media lamb. The National Beholder is not saying a word about the biggest government corruption scandal. That's true. They didn't. There's not a single article. I just thought it was just maybe I just came in at the wrong time. But it really happened yesterday, so they had plenty of time to look into it. So they were apparently like gagged ordered to not say anything. White lies, no matter how small, are still lies. Remember that, kids. The news that you read every day is selected with editors wielding the power of what is disclosed and what is deliberately hidden from the public eye. This corruption of the mainstream media says a lot about the power of the nation's government and their intentions. Excuse me. I am, of course, referring to the fact that the nation's agent murdered an officer of the Parganese army, Oleg Bately. And I guess we can't say that he was working as a double agent because, or an informant rather, because, you know, that just makes things worse. To cover their tracks, they started spreading this bargaining reports that I, the editor of the, was responsible for inciting his disappearance. Oleg's disappearance and the cover story that I was to blame surely would have been two juicy scandals that mainstream media would love to have reported on. However, the National Beholder did no such thing. There was no reports on the murder of an important figure, nor was there a report of my supposed involvement. Getting facts wrong is very much in line with what we are used to by the TNB reporting, yet we are utterly disappointed about this new label of ignorance. Sadly, it shows once more how these lambs follow the instructions of the national government without questioning or showing responsibility for their duties to report the truth to the public. Oh. Why does the headline still say there's something here for me? Like, I'm just gonna see if there's anything. Nope, nothing important there. And I'm just gonna, yep, nothing important here. That's nothing to do with the case. This betrayal by our government will not go unpunished. The people's voice will fight back against our so-called president, consort. I hate these names. I hate them. Not because they're foreign names, because I cannot pronounce them to save my life. And this is just taking us back to... What is this saying? Promises his followers to... I don't think he means physically. I don't. Maybe he does. I don't know. Blame on Blaine. That's cute. National government are liars and traitors to their people, and we have proof. Being that makes sense. I thought I missed something. I'm like, yeah. Well, other than that, yeah. Who would have thought that Raban wouldn't be satisfied with what he had achieved yesterday? I take it you will be more pleased to assist him with not being able to keep his promise. I take it you will be most pleased to assist him with not being able to keep this promise. But to do that, we need to find out what exactly... I didn't know what she meant by the last one. They made it seem like she likes something on his side. I'm not on the side of terrorists. I'm not on the side of the government that happens to, like, you know, assassinate people for no good reason. But terrorists, I cannot condone their actions either. To do that, we need to find out what exactly is this attack comprises first. I'm tired. Apparently exhausted. Turn up the volume. Dance.
Raban, what time is it?
Time to wake up, brother.
Hey, what is it?
Karen?
Ilya? Why a conference call? What's going on?
My love, my brother. I called early so I could warn you both.
Warn us. What about?
You both are aware of the storm yesterday's announcement has created.
Yeah, there was hardly a way around it with social media. I still don't quite get how you pulled that off. These photos, how did you get them? Were the shelter's cameras still working? Is this why you kept that old notebook?
Don't rack your brains over it. I only did the necessary thing to expose the lies of the national beholder. Now, with the world seeing the beholder for what it really is, and finally shifting their attention to the people's voice, I'm ready to take the next step. This evening, I will send out a provocation against President Puppet. Narcissistic and self-centered as he is, he won't be able to ignore it.
Raban, honey, what are you getting yourself into? You don't have to do this.
I'm not getting myself into anything. I have always been right at the center of it.
What is this going to achieve? What do you want?
What do I want? What do I want? I want my country back. I called to warn you about the consequences. The people's voice will gain even more attention, and it won't only be from our followers. The nation's government, Cassard's close allies, nationalists and patriots, they will all try to hurt me, find an excuse to arrest and extradite me, but I won't give them any reason to. And you won't either.
Of course not.
Leave us out of your plans, Raban. We want nothing to do with them.
Don't you understand? It's not my choice. They are not giving me an option.
There's always a choice.
No, not always. I'm relying on you both. If there is any weakness between us, they will find it, and they will exploit it.
He's not wrong.
You are the only people that I trust. The only people that matter to me. I've got work to do now. Goodbye.
Karen, are you...
Yeah, I'm... I can't. Let's not talk now, please.
Okay, in case you do want to talk, though, you know...
I do. Bye, Ilya.
Bye.
My mind immediately always goes to like affairs when it comes to these kind of things, and it'd be really, really bad and very, very odd. I'm sure they're just really good friends. Do I not have a profile picture for you, buddy? I do not. I'll be back on you for 2 seconds, because I know I can find a picture for you. Like, that's like the most important thing, apparently. The goes away. Okay, so he's not important enough to have a picture of. That's what it's telling me. Okay. Okay, so for this, we know that I'm relying on you both. If there's any weakness between us, they'll fight in, they will explode it, and he's absolutely right. That's my job. I kind of feel dirty for that, honestly. Hypocrisy. If Raban is so worried about his wife and brother, why is he willfully putting them in danger in the first place? Because he believes he doesn't have a choice, obviously. He believes that. And it's not the idea, like, there is a choice. He could not do anything. He can just let the people die and forget about their memories. Or he can do something about it. To him, the other choice is not a choice. It's still a choice, but it's not much of one. This makes me wonder whether Ilya and Karen have something worth digging up. Come on, lady. I know this is gonna happen. Did I any chance mention what these actions he spoke of are? Well, he said something earlier. This evening I will send out a provocation against President Puppet. Hey, Cortana. What is the definition of provocation?
Provocation is a noun meaning action or speech that makes someone annoyed or angry, especially deliberately.
She's gonna provoke him. Yeah. Okay, so question is, how does he plan on doing that? And where else would we look? Well, we can check out his phones, laptop. Obviously, Oleg is dead and gone. What other source do we have? I don't know. Damn it. Without a doubt, find a way to provoke Kazart. The president isn't exactly known for his mild temperament. But if we kick down his door and arrest him, Kazart will insist he is extradited in trailing and outraged by his followers. Either outcome will cause this delicate power keg we're sitting on to explode, which is exactly what he wants. No. We need to be smart, vigilant, tough. We need a more subtle approach. Since we can't attack him directly, we're going to go after people he cares about the most, Karen and India, of course. I want you to dive deep into their lives. I know I said earlier it's my job, and I get that. I do. I want you to dive deep in their lives and dig up any dirt you can find. Anything illegal or reprehensible we can use against them. I will turn both Ilya and Karen into target persons. You agent are now fully in charge of how to approach this investigation at your own discretion. I suggest you to decide for one of them and pursue what seems promising to you, but the choice is up to you. I won't hold you back. No matter what, keep in mind, Raban has planned his provocation for the evening. Get me something useful before you can put it out there. About 6 hours. Well, I do remember pictures being... It'll sound weird if I want a new picture. Let's see what we got here. Alright, those things aren't it. Maybe his phone? I know we have his phone. I'm pretty sure we had his phone. This device is offline. I could have sworn we had his phone in 17 stores. I could have sworn we had his phone. Well, wrong person. I don't know how I clicked on the wrong person. Wait a minute, the listener? What just popped up? Browser history? Is that flying dog thing? I think it's the flying dog thing. I don't know what else it would have been. No, look up dirty secrets. Dirty secrets. He got rid of the to-do thing, got rid of his trash. Living pictures. Browsing history already looked at. Nothing here. Anything from the previous day, the data chunks are no longer there. I think I just got lucky with that one. Timeline being like the Facebook of this universe. Let's check out Karen. Refugee counselor at rehab council. Birthday 21880. She likes yoga. Wait, what now? I organized this get-together specifically for the refugees at any National Army veteran I'm counseling who graciously rejected the war and left the army. I wonder who she's referring to. Maybe Oleg? Aren't granted social support easily, in fact, due to they are often prohibited from it. Perhaps she is counseling this desertee illegally. We should have a look into the matter. I recommend you search for official documentations on this veteran, files, schedules, everything you can get your hands on. Report anything that seems fishy about this veteran to me immediately. Okay, let's see what else we find. Scott Brown? Weird. Maybe that's the guy that she's supposedly counseling. People who are on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, this is technically what they do all day. So if we found a way to get paid for it, kids, little tidbit, just do it. Granted, might not, later on you might not like the things you have to look up, but nothing really important on our timeline. No one said anything of actual concern. Add to our name, which is, you know what? No, I'm not gonna add any more I'm sorry, what now? Come on, people have the same names. Does that mean anything? Her interest not important. Occupation, we have her as a social worker. That's it. I figured as much. The Rehabilitation Council is responsible for serving all the refugees encampments nationwide. We can help everyone, but everyone can help someone. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. I like that. I will do my best to not forget. I forgot it. Not even because I didn't want to remember. Just everyone can help someone, but someone. Yep, gone. I tried. I actually did try. That's not even a lie. That's shocking. It's the same exact picture. Same exact picture. Robot dinosaurs? Fantasy novels. Why? But then again, why not? Captain will start. Alright, that's not important. So what are you looking at? So looking at my bank account, I got myself. So looking at my bank account, I got myself the cash to quit my Watergate job soon. Then it'll probably be goodbye bond time. So did he use? Aren't you chronically broke? This will change anything. It's a shame that they're kind of gone. See, they both feel very heartbroken about this Freedom Memorial bombing, so... Since most of his friends are conspiracy. Wow. Is that an article I can read? That's a potential date there, yeah. Yo, man, you're supposed to jump on that and be like, you know what? I thought that's where it was going. He's like, no chance. I'm like, opportunity lost. We finally need to hold those people who are truly accountable for the mess that our country is in. Blame. Propaganda. Apparently there was another attack, some kind of conflict in 2016. I don't remember that. I'm not saying that didn't happen, I just don't remember it. I don't remember reading about it. It very much could be there. This is important. They both live in Monton. I'm trying to be sure to... That's what the Scott guy was talking about. The hologram. Which is like Instagram. These pictures are marked as public. Everyone can, on a hologram, can see this. Insert location, name, or address here to search to your album. Wow. Karen, let's see what we can find about you. I like pictures. Sue me. Okay, I'll try looking pictures a little bit less. Thank you for the beautiful flowers, everyone. Best co-workers ever. We have the power to love each other no matter what. Make love, not war. I don't see what I was expecting to say. Make love matter, and I'm like, that would have been great. That would have been just. I don't know why that's not a thing now. Maybe because someone went out there with perverted, and then that'll become a new movement. But like the idea of make love matter with everything else going on, I think it'd just be a good change of pace. Just getting started somewhere together. I realized something. In all of her pictures, in her profiles, and everything else, her husband is not in any of them. Wait, okay, I thought that was a notification, but it's not. It says I can actually insert location, name, or addresses here to search through your album. So if I want to search through an album, I need to get somebody's address. So let me hit this up real quick. These pictures are marked as private. Only you can see this. Okay, apparently I hacked into her account. First meeting with these two, being Raban and his brother Ilya, would never have guessed the first time what was to come. But that gives me nothing. Nothing at all. Something else. Something else. Location, name, and address. So this is more about places rather than people. Just throwing it out there. Maybe I'll see something here. Worth a shot. Alright. This guy's name is not selectable because he's not a person of interest. But she was? Whatever. Oh, let's see what we got about this. Okay, so location, name, or address here to search through your album. Location, name, or address. Location, name, or address. Location, name, or address. Location, name, or address. Location. I thought we had his effing phone, mobile phone. We have that, his PC, and his computer. So, it's our email. I'll look into that later. But there's something I'm missing. Something I am. I swear to goodness, if it was the Bonton thing, I might be slightly peeved. Wrong one. Timeline, where are you? I seriously thought that was going to bring something. And I know the names aren't going to do anything. Luckily, that's not actually going to waste time. Only thing that wastes time is... I know. Alright. Let's see what your file says about you. What do we do? The Rehabilitation Council helps people affected by the consequences of war, especially those who have experienced severe injury such as Raban, torture, loss of housing, and family members. Wow, all Raban. Except for loss of family member. And other possible causes of PTSD. But actually, we don't know if the girl's alive. So technically, that's something. And torture, being stuck underneath concrete for 24 hours. He definitely suffered PTSD. The RC... Good, I'm going to call it that from now on. Support is not limited to war zone residents, but also includes medical staff, soldiers, and others who have experienced traumatic situations during armed conflicts. We promote respect for international humanitarian... Okay, you know what? She's a therapeutic counselor as well. Wow, wait. Home address? Let's find out what's so therapeutic about caring. Karen. The fact that she's a therapist? Maybe it's two different things. Counseling for yeah, well, we already were that, so that's useless, repetitive information. Issued work phone, privately owned by employee. Sent to address. Booyah. So you can't just storm their house, but perhaps the address will be of other use to us. We'll see. Patient database. Here comes breaking some laws. We know you had to have been one. The patient is inactive for the past 4 years. The patient is a refugee who immigrated to the nation in 2011. He was placed in the outer Bonton reception camp together with his brother, school principal, secondary school, unrest, New Peak, school demolished, bombing, walk, seeking asylum. He feels deeply responsible for what has happened, but is unable or unwilling to describe the exact event. He's reclusive and aggressive when being confronted with questions regarding this incident. He was denied permanent residence in the city center, and he will remain in the camp for an indefinite amount of time. It makes me think there are people out there who go, okay, for people who are illegal immigrants, you can just do it the proper way and it'd just be fine, it'd just be easy and not ever almost impossible. This here, granted, yeah, it's a video game, but a video game reflecting on reality, and I can tell you firsthand, it is not easy. And it sucks that I have to find a way to catch this guy, but this guy's a bad guy regardless of what his history is like. So we need to stop the bad guys before he makes any more orphans and any more bad people. In the game anyway. He was deeply responsible for what happened. So let's switch this over, huh? So the question is, I get that he isn't very fond of that memory, but how can he be responsible? How can he be responsible for what happened? I didn't realize that. I was just so clouded. Alright, I need to stop thinking so emotionally. It's about the facts, right? So let's try to find some facts here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if his brother's been in. Yeah, I like that picture better. He's also an active immigrant. He was placed together with his brother Ruben, who was a family member. Together with his brother makes sense? Of course, yeah. You didn't need to tell me all that. Fled with his brother from his hometown after his brother was injured severely during a bombing. His brother. So what is this conflict then? I haven't seen it yet. His symptoms include anxiety, nightmares, and insomnia. He was also denied more permanent residence in the nation. Continue to see Karen because of mental health issues. And he suffers, what? PTSD by association of his brother. Wait, what? Suspect of Bonton bombing arrested. Alright. First suspect in connection. Woman arrested in connection. Please don't tell me. Please do not tell me you went already. It doesn't say the woman's name. By other incident, it is rumored that the suspect is well known to authorities by other other events. English not so well. Ah, shite. Karen's not gonna have a report on herself. I wonder. Okay. And neither of them were patients. And the game will let me... Not really. Alright, so I check the profile. Check the belt. Check you all the relevant information. Actually, you know what? Let me add that. I mean... Every piece of information is useful, right? I already have that. So, do I have this? I don't know anybody else to be able to put them into a patient database. Master, the National Army veteran. Where does that fit in? Is that David, perhaps? She is catching what I'm missing. Alright. Alright, let's switch over. Some of this information might actually be useful later on. Chemistry worker? Really? Small database. Irrelevant, I know. Administration log. I seen something was up on the insider up there, so I need to check that out. What else are you checking up here, buddy? Is the president really a mafia boss? Jeez. 30 things you don't know. I almost wouldn't put it past him if it was just like joshing us right now. HOB Fan Club Award, Top Deck Lethal. This year. Member of Hands of Blood Fan Club. That's what it means. Okay, HOB Hands of Blood. I like this guy more and more. What do you have thrown away? Overdue rent. Let me know your email. We have to inform you that we did not receive your payment for your monthly rent for the following address, being this that we are now going to save. One for the month of March was due March 3rd. However, your payment records state that the outstanding amount of almost $900 have not been received. His address might come in handy. And bank account information? Jeez, guys, burn everything and super delete stuff. Like, super delete them. Go to your trash bin and delete everything. I'm not even saying that to be suspicious. I'm just saying, I'm just a random Joe who just found this guy's bank account information. His email account. I just got into a therapist's personal records. This is scary. When you think about the implications of all of this, what I'm able to do right now because the government allows me to do it, terra effing fying. Just saying. No, that's not really important. If I need to, I'll come back to it, but I don't think I need to. How to take down robot dinosaurs in Skyline Infinite Dawns. God, that sounds like something that I would actually play. Or at least be interested in at least reading about. The National Beholder, the bombings, the headlines. Okay, yeah, I've seen that one before. Ah, shite. What are you working on here, buddy? Is it random words, or is it another language, or is it code? Looks like the same words, same sequence. Is he trying to make a website? Counseling page. Title open. He's making a blog for Karen? And Karen's name's not on this, but it just seems a place for everyone. When we were very young. Beach. I'm sure I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Slightly suspicious, that's all. For the brothers, I mean, from beach picture, that kind of stuff happens. No big deal, no big whoop, you whoopie-doo-ba-doo. It just seems very suspicious, you know? Things that you gotta have to question and kind of think, put in the back of your mind like, I ain't keeping that picture. You know, I like it better when you're professional. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Anything of actual importance? Anything of actual importance? Anything of actual importance here? Other than, like, why isn't there more information on this? Like, why is Orwell like, oh yeah, that's perfectly fine and that's perfectly normal? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. I apologize if I am. If I'm right though. I'm expecting at least 3 more subs. That's all I'm saying about that. So alright. No one new was discovered. Smart bank. Wait a minute. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. You know what? Because of what I just saw. Alright, so this guy's behind on rent close to darn near $1,000, right? We just seen, I just added that to the database. She's gonna say something. Yep, he's in need of money. That's very much aware. This happened. Right there. Anonymous money input about when? This is 17, right? April 13, right? That was yesterday. This was March. This is very soon. Recent, actually. Matter of fact, here's the rent that bounced. He worked for a pharmaceutical company? Why are you leaving? How many hookers do you need to pay for you to be broke? Holy crap, all that. Look. They pay you, buddy. You took out $100, we don't know what for. Alright, I am a poor kid. I'm a poor, I must be tremendously poor, because $1,600, that's not meager to me. If I got 16, like my brother Danny, Big D, Crazy Dan, Crazy D, you guys seen a couple videos with him after we do a lot of Let's Fight. He makes that much money because he's a truck driver. Is what he does. I'm a freelancer. I'm kind of scraping by. And she's like, that's pretty meager. Wow. Fetches money from ATM regularly. Yeah, so one of these will work. An anonymous transaction of $4,500. The only way we'll get an idea where it came from is if something kind of bites us directly in the face and says, hey, this is where you got it from. Good. Which is the actual deadline, so I have about 4 more hours. Oh, wrong person. I thought this was Ilya. Once again, I did the same exact mistake. This must be the provocation he speaks about. Whatever our course of action is, we need to take it before 6 p.m. A little bit over 5 hours from now. I'm gonna read this quietly to myself. I'm spreading pictures. Alright, no, I just lied. Sorry. He owns the media, he owns the legal system. And he's writing this about the president of Prava. Family involved, proven to be involved in international crime networks. That includes not just drugs, but prostitution and money laundering. Everybody has something hidden in their closet. Alright, so that's all I got for that, but I do know that we... Nope, I did that too. Where am I now? That might be though. But it's like a video game kind of thing, or like a card game or something like that, right? So... not really important, is it? You don't know disgusting. Alright, now exactly 5 hours, so I need to figure out what I'm missing here. Yeah. Top deck lethal. Go to your profile. It's a card game, okay? Raisin Technology. Isn't it the people who bought out the timeline company that was kind of very similar to Facebook? Watergate Pharmaceuticals is where Ilya works at. Was going to quit soon, and the gym thing, that's odd. Tournament 1. Yeah, none of this stuff is important though. None of this stuff is important. Who else plays this game? Would Raban play this game? Okay, so it's this. You might think that's pointless, but I think for the search it might actually have a purpose. His face doesn't though. Give me a second, lady. Let me work my magic and see what I can find. Nope, not a damn thing. Gotcha. Individual match results. Search by name of opponent. Okay, so I thought that wrong. Come on, let this be the thing. Alright. I'm definitely curious to find out how they are related, depending on how you want to put it. Alright, so there's one more person. Only one. Dead end on that one. Search engine there. I'm missing stuff. I'm missing things. I forgot about that. I definitely forgot about that. So that being a thing... Wait, hold on. Let me read it first before I enter it in. And this explains the money that he has in his account. I don't think there's anything else to be found. Did I enter that? I didn't do that, did I? Geocaching. I heard that's actually pretty fun, all things considered with it and all that. Let's see what else we got here. Nicolas here. Be done momentarily. Well, you bye. Good time to stop anyway, because I think I'm coming at a road, but I think the most important thing for me to figure out right now would be... Whoa! Cortana, calm your shit. He's inactive. It doesn't mean anything. That's irrelevant. It's this. This, I need to find out where the other part of that goes. Alright. Internal extension. So technically we have his phone number. We have his phone number. We have access to his phone. We have access to his phone, messages, and everything else. Maybe before we have access to his computer. We want to catch up calls from work from there whenever Liam is at work. Alright. He is a reliable member of our laboratory workforce, and the lab won't be the same without him. What was that conflicting? He is leaving. Yesterday. No login? So? I need to find a relevance to that before I plug it in. That's a horrible, informal way of doing that. Dear Watergate employee, Liam Roart. You should have just said, Dear Liam Roart. Because you did not log in during your scheduled shift yesterday, please provide a statement describing the reason for your failure to log in ASAP. 8 a.m. already happened. Immediate termination of your employment contract. Come to the attention of management that critical medical supplies are missing from our local inventory. According to our internal auditing team, the following supplies are correctly unaccounted for. We urge you to help clarify the circumstances of your presence as well as the disappearance of the medications. The date of removal has been pinpointed to yesterday. See, that's a care of both. So that should have put me at 250. Mrs. Flies at work and it's unclear whether he was there or not. Smells dirty. Not to forget, he actually got a bunch of money in his bank account. We don't quite know where it came from. If you can somehow prove he was present and able to steal these supplies, we can go for arrest on him. Check his alibi. Find out where he was doing at the time. And I know how to do that. His phone. GD. Is that the only message I have for this guy? The order is much bigger than we anticipated. Since when do you get to make those calls right here? I'm your darn supervisor. I'm aware of that. This is more urgent. I missed things. I need to report about my findings on the neutral paste test by the end of the day. It needs to be submitted to the head of Section B tonight so we can go over the test results and bring them to the department head meeting tomorrow. My work on production and testing for the next supply job for the armed forces takes priority. I'm sorry, what? Working for the army. The nation's army. And the office has no idea? With the unstable situation, it's crucial to keep our peacekeeper troops supplied at all time. I suppose. I guess you knew. Back chatting? And this is the conflict saying that he's a good worker. But this is one man's opinion. The other one's the company's being. This is better. Only lately did something change in his life? Alright, after I'm reading this, I have to go. Don't make me send you back to the refugee camp you crawled out from. I'd be like, I'll be over soon. She's like, racist, that's wasting my time. I know I'm late. I know. Who's this? Okay, the card game. He had a date that day. He was talking to this Roland person. Another date. A date, questions, and all right. That's what I got time for today, guys. I'm actually going to log out, not the game log out, but I'm gonna log out the game because I'm feeling a rumbling in my tummy. Not gonna lie, kind of hungry. All that rhyme because it was time. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next level.
Me every time.